So, you're curious about Wicca? That's wonderful. It's a path filled with wonder, connection, and a deep sense of personal empowerment. But before we delve into the heart of Wiccan practice, let's clear up some common misconceptions that often overshadow the true nature of this ancient and evolving religion. The media, unfortunately, has a tendency to sensationalize and simplify, often presenting a distorted, even frightening, picture. This book aims to offer a different perspective, a supportive and accurate introduction, one that emphasizes respect, understanding, and responsible practice. First and foremost, let's dispel the image of Wicca as some shadowy, secretive cult dedicated to dark rituals and malevolent magic. That's pure Hollywood fiction. While Wicca does incorporate magic and ritual, the core tenets are firmly rooted in ethical principles and a deep reverence for nature and the divine. The vast majority of Wiccans are dedicated to positive practices focused on personal growth, healing, and connection with the earth and its energies. There's a real emphasis on living in harmony with nature, fostering compassion, and celebrating the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. The diversity within Wicca is perhaps its most striking feature. There's no single, monolithic Wiccan church or authority. Instead, Wicca encompasses a wide spectrum of traditions, beliefs, and practices. Some Wiccans work within established covens, structured groups with shared rituals and teachings. Others prefer the solitary path, connecting with the divine and practicing magic independently. Within these groups, you'll find a wide range of belief systems, from those who worship a specific pantheon of deities to those who embrace a more nature-centric spirituality. Some focus heavily on spellcraft, others on meditation and connection with the earth. Some Wiccans identify strongly with specific cultural traditions, weaving elements of their heritage into their practice. This rich tapestry of approaches reflects the very essence of Wicca, profoundly personal, spiritual journey. This book isn't about prescribing one right way to practice. Instead, it aims to provide a solid foundation, a map to guide you through this fascinating landscape, enabling you to discover your own unique path. Remember, the journey is as important as the destination. Embrace the process of learning and growing, and allow your understanding of Wicca to evolve naturally as you connect with the wisdom of this ancient spiritual tradition. One of the crucial aspects of Wicca often misunderstood is the concept of magic. Again, Hollywood's portrayal often paints a picture of instant gratification, effortless spellcasting, and unquestionable power. The reality is far more nuanced and requires careful study and ethical consideration. Wiccan magic is less about waving a wand and more about harnessing the energy of intention, focus, and connection with the natural world. It's about understanding the subtle energies that flow through the universe and learning to work with them consciously and responsibly. This includes careful consideration of the Threefold Law, a fundamental principle suggesting that whatever energy you put out into the world will return to you threefold, both positive and negative. The Wiccan Rede, often summarized as, "and it harm none, do what you will," provides the ethical framework for this practice. This seemingly simple phrase carries profound weight. It's not a free-for-all license to indulge in selfish desires, but rather a call for mindful and responsible action. Before embarking on any magical working, whether it's a simple spell or a more elaborate ritual, it's crucial to contemplate the potential consequences of your actions. Will your actions cause harm, directly or indirectly, to yourself or others? Will it disrupt the natural balance? The Wiccan Rede serves as a constant reminder to align your intentions with ethical principles and to prioritize the well-being of all involved. This emphasis on ethical practice highlights the profound difference between Wicca and the sensationalized portrayals often found in popular culture. It's not about acquiring power for personal gain, but about using energy wisely and responsibly for growth, healing, and connection. It's about understanding the interconnectedness of all things and living in harmony with the natural world. Now, you might be wondering, how do I even begin to learn about Wicca respectfully? First, approach the subject with an open mind and a spirit of humility. Remember that Wicca is a living religion with deep historical roots and a rich tapestry of traditions. Avoid sensationalized sources that portray it as something sinister or frivolous. Instead, seek out reputable books, websites, and teachers who offer accurate and respectful information. Engage with the community with genuine curiosity and respect for their beliefs and practices. Second, be patient and persistent. Understanding Wicca is a journey, not a sprint. It requires time, dedication, and a willingness to learn and grow. Embrace the process of self-discovery, allowing your understanding to evolve organically as you explore the various aspects of Wicca. Don't feel pressured to understand everything at once. It's okay to have questions, to feel uncertain at times, and to change your mind as you learn more. Finally, always remember that Wicca is a personal journey. There is no single correct way to practice. What resonates with one person might not resonate with another. Your path will be uniquely yours, reflecting your individual beliefs, values, and experiences. This book aims to be a guide, a companion on your journey, not a rigid set of rules. Embrace the freedom to explore, to experiment, and to shape your practice in a way that feels authentic and meaningful to you. So, let's begin this adventure together. The world of Wicca awaits, brimming with ancient wisdom, magical potential, and the promise of a deeply fulfilling spiritual journey. Remember to approach it with respect, humility, and a willingness to learn, and you'll find that the path is far more enriching and empowering than any Hollywood script could ever portray. The next chapter will delve into the foundational ethical guidelines of Wicca, the Wiccan Rede, and the Threefold Law. We'll explore these principles in detail and examine how they guide responsible magical practice. Prepare to embrace the responsibility and wonder that lies ahead. We've touched upon the magical aspect of Wicca, acknowledging its nuanced reality far removed from Hollywood's dramatic portrayals. Now, let's delve into the ethical compass guiding Wiccan practice, the Wiccan Rede, and the Threefold Law. These aren't merely suggestions. They are foundational principles that shape the very essence of responsible magic. The Wiccan Rede, often summarized as, "And it harm none, do what you will," is a cornerstone of ethical Wiccan practice. This seemingly simple phrase, however, holds immense depth and complexity. It's not a carte blanche for self-indulgence, a license to act on every whim. Rather, it's a call for mindful action, a constant reminder to consider the potential impact of our actions on ourselves and others. The harm none clause is crucial. It emphasizes a deep respect for the interconnectedness of all things, a recognition that our actions ripple outwards, affecting not just individuals but the entire web of life. It necessitates careful consideration of consequences, both intended and unintended. Consider this. You're working on a spell for prosperity, hoping to manifest financial abundance. However, your intention, though seemingly positive, might inadvertently harm someone else. Perhaps the prosperity you manifest comes at the expense of another's livelihood. Perhaps your success in business leads to unethical practices. The Wiccan Rede compels us to pause, reflect, and scrutinize our intentions before acting. It encourages us to examine the potential ripple effects of our actions, ensuring that our pursuit of personal gain doesn't come at the cost of another's well-being. True prosperity, within the Wiccan framework, includes the well-being of the community and the environment. The Rede isn't about suppressing our desires or stifling personal growth. Quite the contrary, it empowers us to achieve our goals responsibly, thoughtfully, and ethically. It urges us to align our actions with principles of compassion, fairness, and respect. The "do what ye will" element grants agency and freedom. It's an affirmation of personal sovereignty, but always within the boundaries of ethical consideration. It's about living authentically, following your intuition, but always mindful of the impact on the greater whole. Imagine another scenario. You're struggling with a difficult relationship and decide to cast a love spell to mend things. However, forcing someone to love you is unethical. True love is a reciprocal, consenting act. The Rede encourages you to approach this situation with compassion and self-reflection. Perhaps the spell needs to focus on self-love and healing, on creating inner peace, which might in turn improve the relationship. But the spell should never be about manipulating or controlling another individual. This is where intentionality becomes paramount. Before any spell casting, take time for introspection. Meditate, journal, and carefully examine your motives. Are your intentions pure and beneficial? Will your actions serve the greater good, or are they motivated by selfish desires? Will your actions honor the sacred balance of nature? Honesty and self-awareness are crucial steps in ethical Wiccan practice. The Threefold Law is intricately linked to the Wiccan Rede and enhances the ethical framework. It suggests that whatever energy we put out into the universe, whether positive or negative, returns to us threefold. This is not a punishment. It's a principle of cause and effect, emphasizing the cyclical nature of energy. It's not about divine retribution, but about understanding the natural consequences of our actions. If we act with kindness and compassion, the positive energy we send out returns multiplied, enhancing our own well-being and creating a ripple effect of positive change in the world. Conversely, if we act with negativity, anger, or malice, that energy returns amplified, potentially causing suffering and hardship. It's a reminder of personal responsibility, that our actions have far-reaching consequences, both for ourselves and for others. Let's envision a situation where you harbor resentment towards someone. This negativity, if left unchecked, could manifest in various ways, perhaps through strained relationships, missed opportunities, or even physical ailments. The Threefold Law isn't about fearing a cosmic punishment, but rather about recognizing the impact of negative energy on our own lives. It encourages us to address unresolved conflict, to practice forgiveness, and to cultivate inner peace. By transforming negative energy into positive intentions, we set in motion a more harmonious flow of energy, benefiting ourselves and others. Conversely, imagine a scenario where you actively practice kindness and generosity. The positive energy generated through such actions might manifest in unexpected ways, improved relationships, increased opportunities, and a greater sense of inner fulfillment. The Threefold Law isn't about a simplistic equation of good deeds equaling rewards. Instead, it emphasizes the power of intention and the ripple effect of positive actions. It encourages us to nurture positive energy, acknowledging that it will ultimately benefit ourselves and the world. The Wiccan Rede and the Threefold Law are not rigid rules, but guiding principles. They require interpretation and application based on individual circumstances and beliefs. There might be gray areas, situations where the consequences of our actions are complex and uncertain. The crucial element is the ongoing self-reflection, the conscious effort to align our actions with ethical considerations, and the responsibility to learn from our mistakes. Within the Wiccan framework, mistakes are opportunities for growth. It's a path of continuous learning and refinement, not a pursuit of flawless adherence to dogma. It's about striving for ethical conduct, even when it's difficult, acknowledging our fallibility, and learning from our experiences. Embrace the journey of self-discovery, the ongoing process of refining your intentions, and the commitment to acting responsibly in alignment with these fundamental principles. This ongoing self-assessment is an integral part of the Wiccan Path, allowing you to develop your own deep understanding of how these principles guide your life and your practice. Let's consider a few more hypothetical scenarios to solidify your understanding. Imagine you discover a stray animal. Applying the Rede, would you leave it to fend for itself? Or would you offer assistance, even if it requires effort and sacrifice? The Threefold Law suggests that this act of compassion would return to you multiplied, perhaps through unexpected kindness or support from others. Conversely, neglecting the animal would potentially lead to negative consequences in unforeseen ways. Another example, you're tempted to use magic to influence someone's decision. The Rede would caution against this. Manipulating another's free will is unethical. Instead, focus your energy on influencing your own actions and decisions. The Threefold Law would suggest that any attempt to control another would boomerang, creating difficulties or conflict within your own life. Responsible magic is about empowerment, self-improvement, and creating positive change within yourself, which then radiates outwards to influence the world around you in beneficial ways. The Wiccan Rede and Threefold Law are not static rules, but living guidelines. They call for continuous reflection, adaptation, and personal interpretation. They are ethical compasses, guiding you through the complexities of life and magic, encouraging responsible choices, and fostering personal growth. The key is mindful intentionality and the continuous effort to ensure that your actions harmonize with the principles of compassion, respect, and balance. As you progress on your Wiccan journey, these guidelines will serve as constant reminders of the responsibility inherent in the practice of magic ensuring that your path is one of positive growth and well-being for yourself and all those you touch. Having established the ethical bedrock of Wiccan practice, we now turn to a crucial decision for any aspiring Wiccan. How will you walk this path? Will you embark on a solitary journey, weaving your magic independently, or will you seek fellowship and guidance within a coven? This choice is intensely personal, mirroring the unique tapestry of your spirit and your life circumstances. There's no right or wrong answer. Each path offers its own unique rewards and challenges. Solitary practice, often called solitary Wicca, presents a powerful avenue for self-discovery and deep connection with the divine. It's a path of introspection, where you craft your own rituals, establish your own personal pantheon, and develop your magical abilities at your own pace. The freedom is undeniable. You aren't bound by the schedules, expectations, or differing opinions within a group. Your spiritual journey is uniquely your own, unfolding according to your inner compass. Imagine the quiet solitude of a moonlit night, the gentle breeze whispering through the trees as you cast your circle, bathed in the silvery light. This is the essence of solitary practice and intimate communion with the natural world and the divine forces within. You're the architect of your spiritual life, constructing your rituals and spells according to your personal needs and inclinations. You develop a deep understanding of your own intuitive abilities, learning to listen to the whispers of your own inner wisdom. The process of self-reliance fosters an incredible sense of empowerment and independence. You become your own teacher, your own guide, forging a uniquely powerful connection to the spiritual realm. However, the path of the solitary practitioner isn't without its challenges. The absence of external support and guidance can occasionally lead to feelings of isolation or uncertainty. There's no one to readily share your experiences with, no immediate network of fellow practitioners to bounce ideas off of, or to provide encouragement during difficult times. The learning curve might feel steeper, as you're responsible for your own research and understanding of Wiccan lore, traditions, and practices. Finding reliable resources and discerning accurate information from misinformation can also become a significant task. This is where careful self-reflection becomes paramount. Assess your personality, your preferred learning style, and your comfort level with self-directed learning. Do you thrive in independence, relishing the freedom to chart your own course? Or do you find nourishment in community, benefiting from shared knowledge and mutual support? Honest introspection is crucial in guiding you towards the path that best suits your temperament and your lifestyle. Contrastingly, coven membership offers a rich tapestry of community, shared learning, and mutual support. A coven is a group of Wiccans who gather to practice their craft collectively, sharing their knowledge, experiences, and insights. The sense of belonging and camaraderie is often profound, offering a vital network of support and encouragement. Learning from experienced practitioners can significantly accelerate your progress, providing guidance and mentorship along the way. The collective energy generated during group rituals can be immensely powerful, amplifying the intentions and deepening the spiritual experience. The coven environment provides a fertile ground for growth, allowing you to explore various aspects of Wicca in a structured and supportive setting. Within a coven, you'll discover a wealth of diverse perspectives and approaches to Wicca. The shared experiences, different viewpoints, and collective wisdom can broaden your understanding of the craft and challenge you to explore different aspects of your own practice. This dynamic exchange of ideas and practices can spark new insights and ignite your own creativity. You'll learn from others' successes and mistakes, enriching your own understanding and refining your own magical practice. The sense of community is unparalleled, providing a safe and welcoming space to share your journey, celebrate your achievements, and find solace during challenging times. Consider the image of a circle of people, hands joined, energy flowing freely between them, invoking the power of the divine. This embodies the coven experience, a collective invocation of power, a shared exploration of spirituality, and a strong network of support and understanding. The collaborative nature of the coven fosters a sense of belonging that can be profoundly enriching your journey in ways that solitary practice might not. Yet, coven membership also presents its own set of considerations. Finding a coven that aligns with your beliefs and practices can be challenging. There's a diversity of covens, each with its own unique traditions, rituals, and expectations. It might require some searching and exploration to find a group that resonates with you and supports your personal spiritual growth. Compatibility within a coven is crucial. It's essential to find a group that shares your values, respects your individuality, and fosters an environment of mutual respect and understanding. Personality clashes are a reality in any group setting. The ability to navigate interpersonal dynamics within a coven requires maturity, patience, and a willingness to compromise. Moreover, coven structures and practices may not always fully accommodate your needs and preferences. You may have to adapt to establish rituals, routines, and hierarchies within the coven structure. Some covens might have a rigid structure and a clearly defined hierarchy, requiring adherence to specific guidelines and practices. While this structure can provide a strong sense of guidance and tradition, it might not cater to those who prefer greater autonomy and flexibility in their practice. Ultimately, the choice between solitary practice and coven membership hinges on your individual temperament, lifestyle, and spiritual preferences. Both paths offer unique advantages and challenges, and both can lead to a deep and fulfilling connection with the Wiccan tradition. Take the time to explore your own needs and preferences. Reflect on your strengths and weaknesses, your preferred learning style, and your comfort level with different social settings. There's no rush. The journey is as important as the destination. This decision is a cornerstone of your Wiccan journey, shaping the way you connect with the divine and navigate your spiritual path. Consider conducting a thorough exploration of both avenues. If you lean towards solitary practice, spend time in nature, practicing simple rituals and meditations. Journal your experiences, reflect on your connection with the elements, and explore different Wiccan traditions and beliefs to discover which aspects resonate most deeply within you. If you're inclined towards coven membership, research different covens in your area or online, attending meetings or gatherings when possible. Pay attention to the atmosphere of the coven, the compatibility of beliefs and practices, and the dynamics within the group. It's vital to feel a sense of comfort, respect, and understanding within the coven community. Ultimately, your decision will empower you to shape your own deeply personal, enriching connection with Wicca. Whether you choose to walk the path alone, surrounded by the quiet embrace of nature and the whispers of the divine, or whether you prefer the vibrant tapestry of shared experience and mutual support within a coven, the heart of the matter is the commitment to your own personal spiritual journey. This is a path of growth, discovery, and connection, a journey of the spirit uniquely your own. Embrace the process, trust your intuition, and allow your path to unfold naturally, according to the whispers of your heart and the guidance of the divine. The journey itself is a testament to your dedication and commitment to the Wiccan way. The important thing is to find your balance, your harmony, and your own personalized expression of this ancient and powerful spiritual tradition. Having explored the solitary path and the coven experience, we now delve into a fundamental aspect of Wiccan practice, the connection with the divine. Wicca, unlike many other religions, embraces a diverse and expansive pantheon of deities, inviting a deeply personal and evolving relationship with the spiritual world. This isn't about adhering to a rigid set of prescribed beliefs, but rather about cultivating a respectful, reciprocal connection with the divine energies that resonate most deeply. The beauty of Wiccan spirituality lies in its inclusivity. The pantheon isn't a monolithic structure. It's a vast and varied tapestry, woven from different cultural traditions, mythologies, and personal experiences. You are not bound to any specific set of deities. The Wiccan Path encourages you to explore, to investigate, and to discover those divine energies that speak most profoundly to your heart and your intuition. Some Wiccans may choose to focus on a single deity, cultivating a deeply personal relationship with that particular divine entity. Others may work with a broader pantheon, incorporating a variety of deities into their practice, each offering unique insights and guidance. Still, others may prefer to work with the energy of the elements themselves, or with archetypal forces, focusing on the inherent divine within nature. The choice of deities is entirely personal. There's no right or wrong way to approach this aspect of your practice. Your connection to the divine should be shaped by your own spiritual intuition, guided by your personal resonance with specific energies and stories. There are countless deities across various pantheons, each with their own unique attributes, domains, and symbolic representations. Exploring these various pantheons is a journey of discovery in itself, a fascinating exploration into different cultural traditions and the human experience of the divine. Consider the ancient Greek pantheon, with its vibrant cast of gods and goddesses. Zeus, the king of the gods, wielding his thunderbolts. Hera, his queen, protector of marriage and women. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and strategic warfare. Aphrodite, goddess of love and beauty. Poseidon, the ruler of the seas. Each deity embodies specific traits and energies, offering a rich tapestry of divine attributes to draw upon. Or perhaps the Norse pantheon, with its powerful figures like Odin, the All-Father, wise and cunning. Thor, the god of thunder, embodying strength and protection. Freya, the goddess of love, beauty, and magic. Loki, the trickster god, representing both chaos and cunning. This pantheon offers a different perspective on the divine, reflecting the rugged beauty and elemental power of the Norse landscape. The Egyptian pantheon, with its intricate mythology and majestic iconography, also provides a vast array of deities to explore. Consider Isis, the goddess of magic, motherhood, and healing. Osiris, the god of the afterlife and resurrection. Ra, the sun god, representing life, giving energy. Horus, the falcon-headed god, symbolizing protection and kingship. These deities offer a connection to a rich and ancient civilization, their stories echoing through millennia. And these are just a few examples. The possibilities are truly limitless. You may feel drawn to deities from Celtic mythology, from the indigenous traditions of various cultures, or even from your own personal creations. The key is to allow your intuition to guide you, to explore and discover those divine energies that resonate most deeply with your own spiritual essence. The process of selecting your deities involves a combination of research and introspection. Begin by exploring different pantheons, reading mythology, and learning about the various deities and their associated attributes. Pay attention to the stories, the symbols, and the energies that are evoked by each deity. Which ones feel most familiar, most resonant, most aligned with your own values and aspirations? Keep a journal to document your findings, recording your impressions, intuitions, and insights. Don't rush this process. Allow yourself time to explore and discover what feels authentic and meaningful to you. Once you've identified deities that resonate with you, the next step is to cultivate a personal relationship with them. This is a process of mutual respect and reciprocal energy exchange. You approach the deity not with a sense of subservience or fear, but rather with reverence and genuine curiosity. This connection can be developed through various methods, including meditation, prayer, offerings, and ritual. Remember, this relationship is a dynamic interplay, a two-way street where you offer your energy and devotion and receive guidance, inspiration, and support. Building an altar can significantly enhance this connection. An altar serves as a focal point for your practice, a sacred space where you can connect with your chosen deities. It doesn't have to be elaborate. A simple space dedicated to your spiritual practice can be as effective. Include items that represent your chosen deities, images, candles, crystals, symbols, and objects that hold personal significance. Keep your altar clean and tidy, and treat it with respect. Meditation is another powerful tool for connecting with deities. Find a quiet space where you can relax and focus. Close your eyes and visualize the deity you wish to connect with. Focus on their image, their energy, their attributes. Engage in conversation with them in your mind or aloud. Seek their guidance, offer your intentions, and simply allow yourself to be present in their presence. Meditation helps to clear your mind, quiet the inner chatter, and open yourself to a deeper level of communion with the divine. Offering something to the deity you connect with is a beautiful way to express your devotion and gratitude. These offerings are symbols of respect and intention, not sacrifices or bribes. An offering can be something simple, such as a flower, a candle, a piece of fruit, or even a simple prayer or poem. The act of giving, however small, demonstrates your intention to engage with the deity in a spirit of reciprocity and mutual exchange. The important aspect is the sincerity of your offering. Throughout your journey, remember to maintain a spirit of respect and humility. Remember that your relationship with the divine is an evolving process. As you grow spiritually, Your connections with the deities may also shift and change. This is perfectly natural and to be expected. Be open to new insights, new experiences, and new aspects of the divine. Embracing the changing nature of your connection with the deities, whether by adding, subtracting, or refining, forms part of the ongoing journey of self-discovery, spiritual development, and deepened connection with the Wiccan path. The divine is vast and expansive, and your journey will guide you to the deities that resonate most deeply within your soul at each stage of your unique Wiccan path. Your interaction with the divine is unique, personal, and evolving. It is your own unique dance with the spiritual energies you are drawn to, allowing yourself to become receptive to guidance, inspiration, and wisdom which will further illuminate your path. This exploration is a journey of deep spiritual growth, a continuous discovery of the sacred within yourself and in the world around you. Now that we've explored the vibrant tapestry of deities within the Wiccan faith and how to cultivate a personal connection with them, let's turn our attention to the practical tools of the craft. These are not mere objects. They are extensions of your will, conduits for your energy, and focal points for your intention. They enhance your connection to the divine and empower your magical workings. Choosing and consecrating your tools is a deeply personal process, a ritualistic act of claiming your place on the Wiccan path. The most commonly recognized tools within Wiccan practice are the atham, the wand, the chalice, and the pentacle. Each possesses unique symbolism and serves a specific purpose within ritual and spellcraft. However, remember that the essence of Wicca lies in personal connection and expression. You're not bound by rigid adherence to tradition. Rather, you're encouraged to personalize your practice, to imbue your tools with your own unique energy and meaning. You might choose to use tools beyond these core four, or you might find that your personal practice flows more naturally without them. The most important tool remains your intent and the energy you bring to your practice. Let's begin with the atham, often visualized as a black-handled dagger. However, it's crucial to understand that the athame is not a weapon. It represents the element of air, the power of the mind, and the focused will. It is used symbolically in ritual, directing energy, invoking and banishing, and tracing the circle's boundaries. Its sharp point focuses intent, while its double-edged blade symbolizes the duality inherent in life, light and shadow, creation and destruction. Don't let its appearance mislead you. It is an instrument for channeling spiritual energy, not for inflicting physical harm. Acquiring your athame is a significant step. You might find one that speaks to you instinctively, perhaps in a shop specializing in spiritual goods, or you might choose to create your own. If you craft it yourself, the process becomes a powerful act of imbuing the tool with your own energy from the very beginning. Regardless of its origin, cleansing and consecrating the athame is essential before its first use. This can be done through several methods: smudging with sage or other sacred herbs, immersing it in moonlight, or simply holding it and focusing your intention to purify it, infusing it with your energy. Visualize any negative energies leaving the atham, replaced by a clear, potent energy of your own creation. Next is the wand, often associated with the element of fire, representing the active energy of creation and manifestation. It is used to direct and focus energy, to draw symbols in the air, and to enhance visualization during spells and rituals. The wand's shape often evokes the image of a slender rod of wood, but you may also find wands crafted from crystals, metals, or other materials. The materials themselves hold symbolic power. Wood connects you to the earth, while crystal may amplify your energy. The choice is entirely your own. Select a wand that feels right, that resonates with you on an intuitive level. Like the athame, the wand requires cleansing and consecration before use, allowing you to personalize it and infuse it with your unique energy. The chalice represents the element of water, signifying emotion, intuition, and the subconscious mind. It's used to hold liquids during ritual, wine, water, or herbal teas, representing the flow of energy, connection, and the receptive aspect of life. The chalice is more than just a container. It's a symbol of abundance, grace, and the receptivity of the feminine principle. The shape of the chalice, its material, and its adornments all hold significance. Choose a chalice that evokes a sense of beauty and reverence, a vessel worthy of holding the sacred elements of your practice. The process of cleansing and consecration is just as important with the chalice as it is with the other tools, creating a sacred vessel for your energy and intention. Finally, there is the pentacle, representing the element of earth, grounding, and stability. It's often a 5-pointed star inscribed within a circle, representing the 5 elements: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, and their interconnectedness. The pentacle is a powerful symbol of protection, manifestation, and grounding your energy. While traditionally made of wood or metal, your pentacle can take many forms. You may choose to create one from clay, paint one, or even use a symbolic image from nature. The key is the intention you place upon it, imbuing it with your energy and making it a powerful tool in your practice. The ritual of cleansing and consecration is paramount, ensuring your pentacle is a safe conduit for your energy and beyond these core 4 tools, many other items hold significance in Wiccan practice. Candles, often used to represent specific deities or intentions, cast their light and symbolize the divine spark within. Crystals amplify energy and offer unique properties depending on their type, while herbs and incense can enhance atmosphere and focus intention. A besom, a traditional broom, is used ceremonially to cleanse sacred spaces, banishing negativity and preparing the area for ritual work. An altar cloth, a piece of fabric placed on the altar, adds a layer of sacred space to your practice. The items you choose to include will always be unique to you and your practice, building a personal sanctuary that reflects your individual journey. Remember, the significance of these tools extends far beyond their material form. They are not simply objects, but vessels of energy, imbued with your intention and personal power. The act of acquiring, preparing, and using these tools is an act of personal empowerment and connection to the Wiccan path. The energy you put into them during their creation and consecration is crucial. It's a process of building a sacred relationship, establishing trust between your energy and your tools. It's through this connection that these objects become potent symbols, enhancing your magical practice and guiding you on your spiritual journey. Each tool is a partner in your craft, amplifying your intentions and helping to shape the energetic landscape of your rituals. Consider the energy that flows through each object, how you feel when you hold it, and what resonates with your own intuitive understanding of their power. The process of acquiring your tools should be intentional and mindful. Don't rush the process. Search for items that feel right, that resonate with your intuition. Sometimes, you might find the perfect tool unexpectedly, a serendipitous discovery that deepens your connection to your craft. Other times, the act of creating your own tool can be an exceptionally rewarding experience, imbuing the object with a deeply personal energy from its very inception. Once you've selected your tools, the next step is cleansing and consecration. This process removes any lingering negative energy and imbues the tools with your own positive intention. Smudging with sage, lavender, or other sacred herbs is a traditional method. You can also visualize light, cleansing the objects, removing any negative energy, leaving it purified and cleansed, ready to receive your intention. The ritual of consecration is a personal affirmation of the tool's purpose. As you consecrate the tool, focus your energy and intention, visualizing it becoming a conduit for your power, a direct connection to your spiritual essence. The power of your intent will charge your tools with personal energy, amplifying the impact of your spells and rituals. Your tools are more than just inanimate objects. They are extensions of yourself, vessels for your energy and intention. They are allies on your spiritual path, each with its own unique properties and symbolism. The process of choosing, preparing, and using your tools is an ongoing journey of self-discovery, a continuous deepening of your connection to the Wiccan path. Treat your tools with respect and reverence. Keep them clean and protected, storing them in a special place where they can be charged with energy from the elements, allowing them to work with you and for you to honor the power they hold. As you become more comfortable and experienced in your craft, your connection with your tools will deepen and evolve, transforming them into powerful extensions of your own will and intention. Your journey into the world of Wicca is a continuous process of self-discovery, and your tools will be with you every step of the way. By understanding and respecting their power, you will harness a potent energy, allowing your magic to blossom and flourish. Remember, the most powerful tool you possess is your own intention, the focused energy of your will, amplified and channeled by the tools you carefully choose and consecrate.